Hello, welcome back to This, That, and the Other. So, this day in history, July the 9th, 1877, the All England Croquet and Lawn Tennis Club begins its first lawn tennis tournament in Wimbledon. Then, an outer suburb of London, 21 amateurs showed up to compete in the gentlemen's singles tournament, the only event at the first Wimbledon. The winner was taken home a 25 guinea trophy. Tennis has its origins in 13th century French handball game called Jeu de Paume. Sorry if I butchered that. Or game of the palm, from which developed an indoor racket and ball game called real or royal tennis. Real tennis grew into lawn tennis, which was played outside on grass and enjoyed a surge of popularity in the late 19th century. In 1868, the All England Club was established on 4 acres of meadowland outside London. The club was originally founded to promote croquet, another lawn sport, but the growing popularity of tennis led it to incorporate tennis lawns into its facilities. In 1877, the All England Club published an announcement in the weekly sporting magazine, The Field, that read, "The All England Croquet and Lawn Tennis Club, Wimbledon, propose 6 to hold a lawn tennis meeting open to all amateurs on Monday, July the 9th, and following days, entrance fee £1, 1 shilling. The All English Club purchased a 25 guinea trophy and drew up formal rules for tennis. It decided on a rectangular court 78 feet long by 27 feet wide, adapted the real tennis method of scoring based on a clock face, i.e. 15-30-40 game, established that the first to win 6 games wins a set, and allowed for the server 1 fault. These decisions, largely the work of the club member Dr. Henry Jones, remain part of the modern rules. 22 men registered for the tournament, but only 21 showed up on July 9th for its first day. The 11 survivors were reduced to 6 the next day and then to 3. Semifinals were held on July the 12th, but then the tournament was suspended to leave the London sporting scene free for the Eton versus Harrow cricket match played on Friday and Saturday. The final was scheduled for Monday, July 16th, but in what would become a common occurrence in future Wimbledon tournaments, the match was rained out. It was rescheduled for July 19th, and on that day, some 200 spectators paid a shilling each to see William Marshall, a Cambridge tennis blue, battle with Sorry, that ad popped in there and I lost it. Spencer Gore, an old Harrovian racket player, in a final that lasted only 48 minutes. The 27-year-old Gore dominated with his strong volleying game, crushing Marshall 6-1, 6-2, 6-4. At the second Wimbledon in 1878, however, Gore lost his title when his net-heavy game fell prey to an innovative stroke developed by challenger Frank Hadow, the lob. In 1884, the ladies' singles was introduced at Wimbledon, and Maud Watson won the first championship that year. The national men's doubles Championship was also played at Wimbledon for the first time after several years at Oxford. Mixed doubles and women's doubles were inaugurated in 1913, and by the early 1900s, Wimbledon had graduated from an All England to All World status, and in 1922, All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club, as it was known, moved to a large stadium on Church Road. In the 1950s, many tennis stars turned professional, while Wimbledon struggled to remain an amateur tournament. However, in 1968, Wimbledon became the pros and quickly regained its status as the world's top tennis tournament. Also this day in history, in the 2000, Venus Williams wins Wimbledon for the first time. Russia, 1762, Catherine the Great assumes power. Cold War, 1960, Soviet Premier Khrushchev and President Eisenhower trade threats over Cuba. In 1962, Bob Dylan records Blowin' in the Wind. In 1993, Romanov remains identified using DNA. In 1947, the first female officer is appointed. 1971, United States turns over responsibility for the DMZ. In 1850, President Zachary Taylor dies unexpectedly. In 1846, the U.S. takes San Francisco from Mexico. In 1918, William Faulkner joins the Royal Air Force. In 1996, a family is brutally attacked on a walk in England. In 1777, New York elects its first governor. In 1915, the Germans surrender Southwest Africa to Union of South Africa. And in 1941, Enigma key broken. But thank you for joining me today. Remember, always forward, never back. We'll see you next time. Thank you much.